So, I've done all the tutorials before. I don't want to spend, half of the stream doing those again because I just need to kind of refresh myself, but I don't think I need to go through an hour's worth of tutorials. So let's just jump into one. I'll probably lose, and we will see how we do. And I'll try to narrate everything I'm doing so you guys can see if you like this. So let's see. This one, Lythor Cluster. The small system was once a profitable asteroid mining center before the war. Now, highly contested for its strategic position, a cluster of asteroids is all that stands between you and your enemy. So I'm going to do setup game, and there are 6 different groups that you can play. The TEC were the people that were talking during the cinematic that we saw just a moment ago. The Advent, I think, are human. I think they're humans, but it's like a different faction of humans. And the Vasari are basically like alien ships. Last time we did one of these, I believe I played the Advent, and I lost to a Vasari AI. And I was like, oh shoot, they've got some cool stuff. I want to try them next time. So I'm going to try the Vasari this time. And there's 2 different Vasari options. One has a embassy, exchange, and a settlement. The other has core stripper. What allows you to consume a planet once you abandon it, stripping it of all natural resources to generate a huge amount of resources. The planet is permanently ruined. Labor camps, debris reclamation center. Let's see. This one has unique research. Armor restoration? Let's try Vasari Alliance. Alright, so a once mighty empire of countless worlds, the Vasari have been traveling for 10,000 years to escape some unknown terror. Now in traitor space, they've been embroiled in a long war. Unlike the Exodus Brethren, the Vasari Alliance feels their best chance for survival is to cooperate with other races and bring them along the fight, on their flight. While their preference is to work well with others, they're fully capable of managing any aggressor. Alright, so I'm going to try them out. Easy AI, we'll leave them on random, and I will leave it on easy because I lost to easy next time. And we'll start the game. Yeah, so I've technically never won a match of this, but I had fun. But the easy AI is respectable enough that I shudder to think of how hard the AI can get if you turn it up to the maximum setting. Alright, here's our first ship.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Alright, so, it's starting us off
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
One of the big ships.
Our time is short.
The capital ships, I think they're called. Now, the capital ships can colonize planets and also shoot at planets that are already inhabited. So he's starting off and he's going toward the planet. He's also shooting at some nearby pirates, I think they are. Those are neutral. And he is going to colonize that in just a second here. And additionally, it started us off with some other ships.
Orders.
Which
Planet
are
lockdown
here.
Complete.
And they're currently fighting some of this stuff.
Our time is short.
Alright, so I think it just sent some people down to the surface, and I can colonize this planet now. So, we've got a few different things. So, we have people on this world at this point. And you can even zoom in, and you can see, like, there's a little city there, and there's, like, flying vehicles moving around.
Scouts
People are living on that
a
planet.
colonizable planet.
So, build orbital structures is the first thing I'm going to do here. Now, there are research trees in the top left. There's Empire, and there's Warfare. Okay? And we want to be able to access those, so I'm going to build a... Let me zoom out here for a second. I'm going to build a Warfare lab. And you could choose, do you want to have it close to the planet or really far out here? You can put it right here. Or you could just control left click something and it will just put it near the last thing that you did. So there's a lab for each of those that's going to be built. And then we're also going to want these things that make ships. So I'm going to queue up one of each of those. And that's going to take a little while. All right, so those are building. Now, our ships, by default, they are on a setting where they will attack anything within their gravity well, which is, like, around the planet that they're currently around.
What would you ask of me?
Let's have everyone
Their
attack
death will
focus
be
that and
quick,
that.
but not painless.
They're fighting a neutral monster. If you ever played Warcraft 3, these are kind of like the creeps. Creep camps. And you'll notice, so up here, I can see all the things I have. And
there's
there's different bars, right? The blue one is antimatter. That's mana, essentially, for their abilities. The gray is armor points, the yellow is shield points, and the green is
Scouts
pull
have discovered
points.
a
Basically different
colonizable
forms of hit
planet.
points that will take different
Civilian
forms of
structure
repairs
complete.
to fix themselves. All ships that are damaged, if you look up here, in the bottom right corner, you can see the numbers are going up. They will repair themselves if they are idle and not in conflict, not in combat. Additionally, right here, this is the universe as I have found it so far. It did start me
Your
off
orders.
with a, let me see if I can find it. That's the fleet beacon. Assembler? Right there.
Point the way.
Okay, so this right here is a scout. Scouts automatically just fly around and try to open up as much of the map as possible. And that's what they're doing right now.
Civilian structure complete.
Okay, so I'm going to pause for a moment. You can do this if you're fighting against the AI, and you can just do this to think for a moment. So we've got access to some research stuff. So we have one warfare research point because we have one warfare research building. So I could go up here and I can get this, and once that's done researching, anything in that area below that, I have access to. Some of this is new ships, new weapons, new defenses, things like that. And then we'll also queue up the same thing for the Empire, using our one Empire research point to get more stuff related to colonization. Like this, this allows you to occupy ice planets. If you don't have this research, you can't do that. Things like that. Like Stellaris. I haven't played Stellaris, so I'll take your word for that. So we're gonna go ahead and queue up that research. And what has our scouts found so far? There is a volcanic planet there, an asteroid there, Arctic planet, another asteroid. Let's see, what is that? Barren planet. That's a star of some sort. That's unexplored. So then there's 3 unexplored. And there is an enemy here somewhere. All right. So zooming back in here. And we're currently building the fleet beacon, which will allow us to build a fair amount of other ships.
Speed.
So let's take a look at our capital ship. This is kind of like, if you ever played Warcraft 3, it's like the hero units. So it started out with the ability Colonize, which allows you to
have
send
discovered a colonizable planet.
administrators, security forces, intelligence experts, and other personnel to establish control of the planet. It takes control of a planet. But we have a skill point,
Research
and we can
tier
get
complete.
either Gravity Warhead,
Warfare research tier
which
complete.
does minus speed to a bunch of units in a big radius, and it lasts for 24 seconds. So some ships will just dart and zip all over the place. This slows them down. The other option is Subspace Rupture, which will distort space-time within a radius of a targeted enemy, dealing damage over time to enemies within a radius. If they are affected by a gravity effect, the damage rate is increased. So it's a massive damage over time area. I'm going to take that, I think. Also, it's currently on autocast. It'll use it in a fight automatically, or you can right-click to turn that off. So you could choose whether or not you want to micromanage that. So I'll leave it on for now. Okay, so now let's
Civilian structure complete.
let's look at our planet here. Is the research still going? Okay, so let's pause again, because I don't already know what I want to go to. Let's see, we need 4 warfare research points for that, so we need other space. Let's see, captive suppliers increase the maximum fleet capacity your empire is able to sustain at once. Probably want that. Let's see, a small, quick hybrid ship capable of hunting down opposing missiles, strike craft, and corvettes. Tosserok, a small, agile ship well-equipped to perform raids on enemy orbital infrastructure or destroy hostile cruisers. Saravan, a support cruiser that reduces enemy combat effectiveness. It can be upgraded to detect enemy phase lane movements. Improved pulse contractors, pulse weapon damage of all types increased by 6%. Beam streaming, beam weapon damage increased by 12%. Reinforced nanite conduits, hull regeneration in combat plus 120%. Skeletal reinforcements, plus 12% to hull hit points. Reintegration, hull regeneration and armor regeneration increased. Atomic engineering. Okay, so there's a lot of cool stuff here. Unlock defensive uplink. Let's see, acts as a relay. Let's see, weapon damage and weapon range increase. Okay, let's get hull regen and combat increased. And then, is there anything over here? So we're gonna want the ice planet and the fire planet stuff because we found an ice and fire planet near us. Okay, so build ships. All right. Can I make another capital ship right now? So, let's talk resources for a second, chat. So up at the top, there's metal production and crystal production and credit income. Now, the faction I'm playing right now is the Vasari. They don't use credits. That's more for if you're playing the TAC, I think, the humans. But metal and crystal. And I forget which one is which. The ice planets, let's see. This one has lots of metal. It says resources 598 metal. And this one over here has... What does this have? Does one of them have crystal? I don't remember where we get crystal. Hold on. We're looking around here. All right, there's metal and crystal on that asteroid. Ice is crystal, volcano is metal. Okay. Yes, I see it. Crystal 0.3 a second. Okay. And so let's see. And then here, there's metal and crystal income here. All right, so we can have, let's see. Can I make another capital ship right now? So I guess this looks like the thing we started with, the evacuator. Yes. And what does it say about that? An immense support ship that carries much of the surviving Visari populace, has many unique utility abilities, and can colonize planets. All right. The Scarantra carrier. A warship boasting a number of nanotechnology abilities and many squadrons of strike craft. Cortal Devastator. And they all have different skills. Let's see. Alright, let's get the Skibbity Bop carrier, if I can. Alright, and is this making it? Let's see, Empire Lab, Fleet Beacon. I think the Fleet Beacon's making it. Actually, it says build progress 0%. Waiting for max supply to increase. Oh, no, I can't do that right now. I don't have enough max supply. Okay, so for now, where do I see my supply? Military command. 120 out of 300. Okay. So corvettes, frigates. So what did it start me with? The big ship, a few skirmishers, some heavy fighters, and an assembler. Did they say Skibbity Toilet Carrier? No, they didn't. I was just being goofy. Skirmisher, cruisers, Jaren Migrator. A large cruiser capable of equipping a single remote phase gate or star-based deployment item in its large cargo bay. I'll make a cruiser.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
And let's, since I don't know like all the paper, rock, scissors stuff, let's get a little bit of everything. I'll get some scouts. Oh wait, I know what scouts are. Those don't help in combat. Those just patrol around. We've already got some. We'll get some raiders, which have medium pulse guns and light phase missiles. And we'll get some Solsarak defensors, which have light pulse guns and PD pulse guns, which are small, quick hybrid ships. Let's get those for now. All right, and what are these? Metal asteroid. Research and build orbital extractors to acquire them. All right, so let's build, let's see, an orbital extractor. I don't see that option. Starbase.
Scouts
All right, I guess
have
I
discovered a
haven't
colonizable planet. Upgrade logistics to unlock more civilian slots.
Okay.
Empire research complete.
So I can build, let's see,
Warfare research
heavy pulse
complete.
gun, Pierce 250, Pierce 600. Let's see, phase missile platform. All right, so make a couple of missile platforms. All right.
What would you ask of me?
Your
An
migrator,
auction is underway.
you're an assembler, heavy fighter. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Pause. Provides you with a large stockpile of crystals. Your current bid 1. Insufficient influence points. Okay. All right. Do I have... Did it finish making all the ships I wanted? Waiting for research. Oh, wait, I don't have the research. Oh, why is it making me think that I can make these things then? Okay, I got tricked.
Empire research complete. Warfare research complete.
Okay, these I can make right now. All right. There are enemies in my area. Is that a scout? That is a scout. So I've got some stuff going over there and messing with them right now. And I believe there was a way to move...
Military structure complete.
Hold on a sec. Attack, engage everywhere, stop.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet. You have secured the auction.
Really? I won the auction? Sweet. Toggle, scuttle, rotate.
Military
I know
structure
some structures
complete.
you can move them around, like drift them to a different point in space. I don't know if that one can be moved though. Okay, what have we got? Military structure built, yeah. And we got that
Warfare
thing.
research complete.
Okay, military research completed. Tosserok unlocks ship. Good. Okay. All right. Okay, so we need to pause. So we can get fire and ice planets now. All right, so let's grab all of this and
fleet
put that into a
established.
fleet.
Death
First, they're
to
going
the
to
enemy.
try to take that out. All right, so they're going to try to take that scout out.
Finally. No
Okay.
turning
And
back.
defense. Oh, wait. Oh, by misclicking that, I just remembered something else. So down here, you can do upgrades that affect like this whole gravity well. So like mining income, research rate, logistics. So actually logistics would be really freaking good. So we'll go ahead and queue that up as well. All right, so we can have something else going in this research right now. So pause for a moment. Let's see, is there anything here that would be huge? Unlock a planet item, emissary outreach using an influence point. Phase space monitoring. Phase lane detection. Allows incoming enemy ships to be detected as they jump toward you. That seems good. Phase resonator. Increase global resonance points. Allocate resonance points between a mobility, combat, and utility. Okay. Alright, we queued up a couple things here.
Our time is short.
Alright, grab all of this, and let's go to...
An
Let's go
excellent
to the fire
plan.
planet. Let's head over there. And let's see, which upgrade is it currently doing? It's upgrading defense, which is the thing I misclicked earlier. Okay.
Warfare research
And
complete.
Let's do...
Defense upgrade complete.
Oh, cancel that. Build orbital structures. And let's build a defense platform there. And we can build another one over here. Just float those around a bit. All right. And now the ships, I'm sending them
Our
over to
time
this
is
other
short.
world. Which one was it? The volcanic world. And I clicked an option down here so they move together, because otherwise the fast ones might get there and then get killed
Preparing
before
for
the slow ones
phase
got
jump.
there. But by clicking move information, they will all travel together at the same time and burst onto the scene at the same time.
Speak.
So that
Empire
is what they are
research
about to do.
complete.
So they're traveling down the phase lane now to the
Logistics
other worlds.
upgrade complete.
So there they go. And there are a
I
bunch of
need
pirate
orders.
ships here.
Yes.
So
The
we're going to have
time
them
has
focus their
come to
fire on that stuff.
kill.
Now, if you're playing versus the bots and you
Scouts
fancy
have
it,
discovered a
you can turn up the
colonizable
game
planet.
speed. So like right there, I just doubled it. So if you wish to do that, that is an option.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Oh, I remember that shit. Those are the guys I played last time. I got my butt kicked.
Standing by. Military structure complete.
Alright, so I'm just doing this so that they focus fire and make sure they all hit the same thing. I think that big cloud is my new ability, the subspace rupture, that does damage persisting in an area.
Speak. Empire research complete. What would you ask of me?
We have lost some light frigates here. Oh wait, no, those are the enemies. Never mind. Okay, I didn't realize I could see their hit point bars up here as well. All right, and he is going over to colonize the planet to drop people down there, and we want that. All right,
Scouts have discovered a
go
colonizable
back here.
planet.
Can I build...
Planet lockdown.
Okay, yes, I can
complete.
build another capital ship now. Awesome. And let's see. So I now have more slots to build more stuff. We'll get a phase resonator to try that out. And let's see, metal extractor. There is metal on this planet, just not like a ton of it. Let's see, more logistics. Let's do that for now. All right, let's go over here to this
Our
world.
glory shall be restored.
So did we get this one? Hold on, how are they doing right now? All right, they're doing okay. Okay, so we have this one, right? This is ours? Yeah, this is ours. All right, let's do some basic upgrades here.
An auction
And
is underway.
this world has... What?
Civilian structure complete.
I'm trying to remember. Fire one was fire metal?
Logistics upgrade complete.
Hold on, pause. All right, so pausing the game. Trying to remember if I build the metal extractor here or the crystal extractor here. Fire. Someone says fire is metal. Okay, so let's see. Nano assembly factory, fleet beacon. Metal extractor. There we go. All right, so we're gonna make 2 of those, and
More metal is required.
oh, well, there we go. Okay, well, it's a good thing we're here. All right.
I await your command.
All right, grab all of those guys, and let's
Finally.
head over there.
You failed to place a bid. I need orders.
Okay, let's grab
What
these
would
guys.
you ask of me?
And also get the new ship here. Let's see, skirmisher, bomber, heavy fighter.
Defense upgrade
All right.
complete.
Do
Fleet
that.
assignment approved.
All right, and then
An
bring all
excellent
of them over there.
plan.
Okay, so we've got 2 capital ships now.
Quickly.
This thing is our second one. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? And it has got a choice of 3 different skills
Civilian
at the beginning.
structure complete.
Nanite armor. A stream of nanites instantly bolsters the armor of an allied unit, slowly decaying to a partial bonus over a short duration. So it restores armor, and initial armor strength is vastly increased, and then remaining armor strength for 36 seconds. So it's like a patch heal on another ship.
Jump
Repair
sequence
cloud. A field of repair
initiated.
nanites is dispersed, restoring
Civilian
modest amount of full
structure
damage over time on
complete.
all friendly units within range. Also cool. Elite Strike Craft grants bonus damage, hull points, and hull regen to the Scarantra Strike Craft. So let's get the nanite armor so it can just auto-cast repair nearby friends. I really like the sound of that.
Speak.
And the first ship that we had
Military
leveled up,
structure
so
complete. Preparing for phase jump.
let me see. We can get the gravity warhead level 1. All right, looks like everybody's here. I don't
What would
recall-
you ask
What is he
of
doing right
me?
now? Oh, did we just take control of this? Okay, so we just
Complete.
colonized this rock. So we can build things here now. And you can do metal or crystal income here, it seems. So we'll do both of that.
I await your command.
Okay, cool. All right, let's bring these guys home, and then we're gonna go try to colonize the other side. All right, I think our enemy is that orange world way over there. Have you committed any sins yet? A few. A few. All right. And let's see, what else can we do?
Logistics upgrade complete.
We need way more ships. I'm just not sure which ones to make. All right, pause. So I need to have research going. All right, those are done. Increase research or mining speeds. Surveys. The other planets. Yeah, just get all of this stuff. And Seravan unlock. That's another type of ship. And unlocks defensive uplink.
More metal is required.
Oh wait. Oh, I screwed up. I thought these were free. Okay, some of these have a cost. I didn't realize some of these have a cost. All right. Okay. They are doing that. I'd be so lost in this game. My old buck is barreling through it. Well, I told you I did a sponsored stream for them before, which was a blast. This is the, I think third time I've worked with them.
Speed.
And so I do
Civilian
know the
structure
basics.
complete. I'll see to it.
All right, I am sending the fleet over to the
Defense
ice planet we
upgrade
found.
complete. Civilian structure complete.
Okay, and let's see.
Empire research complete. Warfare
Increasing income.
research complete.
All right, let's go over to the rock over here and look at orbital structures. We can do one more slot
Our
here.
fleet has engaged the enemy.
Let's make another metal extractor over here. All right, says we've engaged the enemy. Looks like it's neutral stuff.
What is it now?
I just admired, this is the new ship.
Auction is underway. Quickly! Empire research complete. Warfare research complete.
Okay, so this one just hit level 2.
Civilian structure complete.
So I'm gonna give it the repair cloud ability. Okay, so we've unlocked the next type of ship.
Planet lockdown complete.
All right, so we've got that planet now. And we've got max orbital structures for this one until we upgrade it.
Warfare research
Let's
complete.
upgrade mining for that world.
Failed
so it gets money
to place
faster.
a bid.
And this world's now available. So this is an ice world. So we can, let's see, first I need to do that. Then
Empire
I can
research
make some
complete.
crystal income here. And upgrade defense and make a missile platform.
Standing by.
Okay, so that one is doing its thing. And we're gonna head over to
plan.
this world
Mining
over here.
upgrade complete.
So right now, I don't have any defense over here, but I'm draining it of resources, so it's effectively mine. And we'll be building that up as soon as I'm able. Let's see. Orbital structures. So military, 0 to 20. Oculus Starbase. Yo, that looks so cool. Has 14 heavy
Empire
pulse guns, 8
research
heavy wave
complete.
cannons, 2 heavy edges, on and on. It has so many weapons. Starbase. How do I get that thing? That looks so cool. Where's Starbase? It says I have to unlock it. Here it is. Okay, so I have to have the third thingy. So I need more warfare research.
Civilian structure complete.
Okay.
Our
Let's see,
fleet has
orbital
engaged the
structures.
enemy.
Alright, so there's more warfare labs, which will allow me to do more warfare research. Okay, visiting the ice planet for a minute, and this is where it's starting to get kind